I genuinely feel like I'm setting up to do an ASMR video, but that is absolutely 100% not why we are here. Hello everybody, if you don't know me, my name is Paige. I am the owner of Swinger's Backyard, and one of the main things that I do is crochet. Because of this, I have a lot of crochet patterns that I want to make, some of which I will get to in my lifetime, and some of which I probably will not if we are realistic with ourselves. However, the last time that I shared a whole bunch of patterns I had with you, it was for a market, and I realized not a lot of people who crochet do markets, okay? I don't know what I was thinking. Great for you if you do, but some people just do this for fun. What a concept, I wouldn't know. That made it sound like I don't have fun doing what I do. I really do, otherwise I wouldn't do what I do. But it felt like I had a purpose, and I just want to share some patterns with you. So I've turned it a lot more like low-key FaceTimey in here. I don't know. I wanted to show you my lights too. Do you like my lights? I have a lot of lights. But today I'm going to share with you 40-ish summer and spring patterns that I have saved. Will I make them all this season? No. Will I make them all in my lifetime? Probably not. However, because I cannot make them all, you are going to live vicariously through me, and I'm going to live vicariously through you. Will I share you my patterns? Hopefully you like some of them, you make them, you share them with the internet, I get to see them. I hope I made sense. I know I didn't make any sense, so we're going to move on to the actual patterns because I'm really bad at moving from introduction to here's what the video is about. So here's what the video is about. Just like last time, I kind of separated this list of patterns into I think 4 or 5 main sections. If you are wondering what those are, here are the timestamps for all of them. They will also be in the description. We are going to jump right into the first section, which is going to be blankets. In my time as a crochet artist, I have definitely made a blanket or two. However, I don't think I have ever made any that are this in depth as the ones that I have found. Why? Because they take a lot of time, and I don't want to do that. Well, I do eventually. Obviously, I have the pattern, but do I want to do it now? No. Like I said, I'm giving you my patterns so I can live through you as you complete them. The first blanket that I have is what is called a gingham blanket. I associate it with a picnic blanket. It's like one of those classic checkerboardy things, but this is just prettier to my eyeballs. Why? Because it has more colors. With this kind of blanket, I just feel like you could go on a picnic with it, or you would take it to the park in the middle of spring and summer and just lay there all day. That's how I view this blanket, like a comfort summer springy blanket. You get what I'm saying? Summer springy patterns. That's why we're here. But in addition to that, I also have this daisy blanket pattern. This was just for one big daisy, and I think it's using the corner to corner crochet technique. I don't know. I've never done corner to corner because it scares me and I'm intimidated by it. But I think the blanket's really cute, and you can change the colors and fit it to whatever. You can make it bigger by adding a bigger border. There's so much you could do with it. Maybe flowers and gingham picnic thingy aren't your jam. How do you like hexagons? I got a hexagon one too. I really do like this one. I don't know why. I think my favorite thing with it is that yes, you could do a beautiful color pattern that I did here, but you could also just do it for scrap yarn. If you have a whole bunch of weight for scrap yarn, just make a whole bunch of hexagons, put them together. You have a blanket. And then I have another flower blanket because it's spring and summer. And what does that remind me of? Flowers and mushrooms and nature. Looking at this again, I'm not sure how I feel about it. If I were to make it, I would 100% change the colors. I am not in love with this color scheme. If it's for you, that's amazing. It's not for me. I also do think, I don't know because I've not actually looked into the pattern at all, but I think you could just make the base granny square that has the little holes, and you don't have to have the flowers on it. So if you just like the granny square, there you go. You got another simple blanket. But in addition to these blankets, I also have a couple of pillow patterns, which I don't really like to share because I feel like pillow patterns are weird. I don't know, not weird, but just you need to have a pillow to put the pillow cover over, which is what this first one is. It's a flower granny square. You could always make the granny squares into a blanket too, right? If you made a whole bunch of them. But I thought it would be cool if you made a flower granny square and then made a plain white color background and put it together and you got a cute pillow. I don't really know. Do what you want to do. You could also make it into a bag, put a liner in it, make it into a bag. It's versatile. Granny squares are so versatile. I love them. And then this is an actual pillow. This is just a flower pillow pattern that I found. I know there's a really popular one that has bigger petals and looks like a daisy, but I think this one is super cute because it's smaller and I feel like it's more squishy. Don't ask me what that means. I just like it, okay? I just like it. Something that I do a lot in the spring and summer, or that I would like to say that I do a lot in the spring and summer, is going on walks and going to farmers markets and crafts markets and all that. And I wish I did it more. But obviously when you go to these places, you need a cute bag. So I have a whole bunch of cute bag patterns. The first one being this mushroom one. It's made out of granny squares again. So if you just like the granny square, you could always do a mushroom blanket or one big mushroom. Can you make it bigger? I don't know. I couldn't figure it out, but you could probably make it bigger. And then you make a pillow or something. Like I said, granny squares because they're really versatile. There's also this really cute mesh bag that I found. I don't think I've made this exact pattern before. However, mesh bags were one of my favorite things to crochet last year. I have a whole bunch of like fruit inspired ones that I am in absolute love with, and I just really like them. I also found this mermaid market bag. I think it's really cute. I don't really know if I associate with mermaids as much as like shells, but if you make it like in like a really pretty like blue and like, I don't know, like a yellowy tanny color, you got the beach. It's cute. You could also add like little beads or like shell charms to it. I don't know. I've never actually done that. I should really do beaded crochet. It's an idea. You're welcome. I'm sharing my knowledge with you. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's another granny square pattern. This one's a little bit different though. You take 3 big granny squares and you put them together to make this bag. I think it looks really cool. I thought it was cool. I liked it, so I saved it. That I liked it and I saved it is the same model for this next pattern. This flower handbag has a freaking chokehold on me. I want to make one so bad. It just looks really complicated and I do not like the puff stitch. However, it looks absolutely stunning. So eventually, when I work up the courage, I will be making this bag, and I am waiting for the day that I do, because look at it. It's beautiful and I need it in my life. But those are all the bag patterns that I have. This next section is kind of like I mean, you can make all these patterns anytime, you know, like you can't just make this stuff for spring and summer, but I feel like this next section is like really out there, and I just picked a whole bunch of these types of patterns that I like to put them together. And those are plushies. I really like plushie patterns, and I just wanted to share these ones with you, so this is kind of my excuse to do that. First off is these really cute lemon and lime turtles. I have had this pattern forever. I just really like fruit inspired animals for whatever reason, and I really want to make an orange one of these too. The next one that I found is a freaking Appa plush. I have never seen the film or the movie TV show that this comes from, but I love this character so much. He has a chokehold over me for whatever reason. Reminds me a lot of my cat named Aslan, but he's really big, fluffy. I love him, and I love this little guy, and I do want to make him eventually. Spring and summer reminds me a lot of Winnie the Pooh. Why? I don't know. But last week I found these really cute, like little miniature Winnie and friend patterns, and I think they're so cute, like little eggs. I know it's not Easter anymore. Like Easter was so long ago, but like you could put them in like little eggs and then make them like the little Easter egg open thingy surprises for like next year. I don't know. And then the next plushie pattern that I have is for these really cute little dragon dudes. They remind me so much of D&D. Why? I don't know. They're not any different from like any other freaking pattern I've shared with you that's a dragon, but these ones just make me feel like I'm a character in a D&D campaign. This one I really wish I shared with you last time, and I don't think that I did, but it's a cute little love snail. I should have given you this one for Valentine's Day, but I still think he's very cute and I love him, and I'm obsessed with him. I'm obsessed with him and I don't even know why. I don't even know why. I just love him. He's so cute. Look at him. This next one is kind of the same vibe. It's one that I probably shared with you last time or something similar. It's a cute little chick pattern. Spring to me is like chicks, bunnies, and whatnot, so I have a chick pattern for you as well. In addition to that, I found this really cute frog. I found them like right next to each other, which is why I'm like in addition to, but this frog, I'm obsessed with him. He's all little bleh. I love him, and I need him in my life. And then the final little plushie pattern that I have for you is a little mushroom pirate. Could I have given you a normal mushroom pattern? Yeah, I probably could have. But could you have found a mushroom pirate pattern on your own? I don't know. Maybe you could have, but now you have it. You're welcome. This next section is like really, really broad, and I kind of realized that, but this is kind of stuff that I didn't really know where to put, so I just threw it together and called it accessories. So let's talk about the accessories. The first one is one that I'm sure that you have seen because it went viral on TikTok a little bit ago, and it is this like crochet flower granny coaster. I am so obsessed with them, and I can't even tell you why. They're so cute, and I've tried making one and it turned out terrible, so I'm going to watch a YouTube tutorial this time to try to figure it out, but I really do want to make these. I think they're really cute. I do have another coaster pattern too. It's for this cute little daisy flower thing. Again, flower, spring, floral. That's what my brain goes to, so take a daisy crochet coaster pattern. Moving on from coasters, I have this really cute mushroom chapstick holder, which I'm pretty sure I shared with you last time, but I couldn't remember if I did or not, and I couldn't be bothered to check, so I'm giving it to you again. I am really big on like putting my chapstick and stuff because I always need to have one with me, so crocheting these, put them on your ring, your keys, your key ring, whatever it may be. Super quick, easy, good for friends, good for you, good for markets. I don't know what you do with your crochet stuff. Take a mushroom, give a mushroom. I don't know. I, for the life of me, do not know what these are called, and I know I could do like a simple Google search to find it out, but I don't care enough to do that. But those little table lay things that people put in the middle, maybe you can use them as placemats. I don't know, but I found this really pretty one. Usually I'm not drawn to these because they remind me of my grandmother, and not in like a bad way. Like I love my grandmother, okay, but like I try to keep what I crochet trendy. I looks like I'm flipping you off, trendy if I can, because making my business blow up or whatever. I don't know. That sounds like really egotistical and gross, but like I want to succeed, and so I try to keep it like what I feel like other people would enjoy, as well as like what I want to crochet. But this is just one that I thought was cute, and I probably will end up crocheting. This is one of the only patterns that I have crocheted before, and it is a crochet Lily of the Valley car charm thing. I did not use this exact pattern. The pattern that I use is one for my brain that I'm trying to write up, I promise. But this is one I found that's pretty similar to mine, if not probably the exact same thing, just with how crochet works. I make it, it's fun, it's quick, it's easy. In addition to the Lily of the Valley, I also found a sunflower one. The sunflower one doesn't come with instructions on how to make it into a car charm. Put that together with the Lily of the Valley pattern and use like the crochet, make it into a car charm part from that, and the sunflower part from the sunflower pattern. You'll get there. And if that didn't make any sense, just smush the patterns together, figure it out. You have a brain, you know how to use it. That sounded really mean. I need a little keyring thing. There's these cute little dragon crochet earrings. If you don't know what this is from the How to Train Your Dragon movies, and it's the Light Fury and the Night Fury. I love these movies. They were my childhood, and I really want to make them. And one idea that I have with them is taking them and putting like a magnet in like the side of each face of them, so that they magnet together like little best friend ones. I think that's so cute. And then the final part of this section is something that I like to call flower bouquet flowers. That is literally what I wrote in my document. And this is because this is literally just a giant list of someone who has made all of these flower patterns. There's so many on this website, you guys. This is just a couple of photos of them, and I love them all. And you can make like your own little custom bouquet. But now that we've finished accessories, we're gonna move on to a section that is not one that I venture into very often, and that is the clothing section. But starting with the first one is this really cute granny square crochet top. I love crocheting granny squares, and I think that this is just a cute little top, and I don't know, I love it, so I'm sharing it with you. And obviously if you want to make it longer, you could just add more granny squares to the bottom, and just it's customizable to you, you know. So granny square top, smush them together, cute little thing. I also found this really cute flower top that I am like actually obsessed with. I don't know why, and it's more of like a meshy one, so you'd have to like put it over something else, but I still love it nonetheless, and I think it's absolutely adorable. Speaking of mesh tops, I found another mesh top pattern. Here it is. It's beautiful. I love it so much. And oh my god, look at that. I found another one. Can you tell I really like crocheted mesh tops? This next one is kind of weird and out there. I am not someone who follows celebrities a whole lot, but I found a YouTube tutorial for something called a Selena Gomez dress, which I'm assuming is just a dress that she wore in a music video. That's what it looks like from the YouTube video that I found. But I thought the dress was pretty, so I saved the pattern for it, and I just, you know, if you like Selena Gomez, I found you a dress, and if you just like the dress, then I found you a dress. And then finally, I am someone who really likes to crochet shawls. Why? Really couldn't tell you, but this is a really pretty shawl pattern that I found, and I'm sharing it with you. I think it's like flowers on it. I don't know, it's called the spring shawl, and it brings me spring vibes, so it made the list. This next section has a really bad title that I wish I could change, but I'm going to keep it just for the vibes, and that is the head things section. Want to know what that consists of? The first thing is a bucket hat. I love making bucket hats. I've only made a couple, but I really want to make a checkered bucket hat. Oh my gosh, and look at this. Once again, granny square bucket hat. I love granny squares. They're so versatile. You can do so many things with granny squares, guys. So many things. Find a granny square pattern you like, turn it into literally anything. I also have a daisy bucket hat because, once again, me and flowers go hand in hand during the warmer months, and I just cannot stop finding patterns with cute flowers. Speaking of flowers, I also have a strawberry one, which really doesn't go with flowers unless you think about the fact that strawberries come from flowers, but that's kind of like a deep dive into your brain. So just I also have a strawberry one if you're interested. The final bucket hat that I have to share with you is a striped one because, you know, checkered, striped, granny square, strawberry, daisy. You just can't get enough bucket hats, apparently. Moving away from the freaking bucket hats is a cute little flower bandana. I am in love with this, and I've made hair bandanas in the past, but I absolutely 100% need to make a flower one. I definitely haven't made one yet. So I'm definitely gonna make one soon, and I need to stop saying definitely because it's definitely getting annoying. And then the final little thing in this section is crochet hair clips. I have made a couple of these in the past, not with this pattern, just from one in my brain. Can you see the freaking pattern here? I like hair clips. That's the moral of the story. So take a hair clip crochet flower pattern. And then moving on, these two sections kind of go together. The first section is tapestries. This one is literally just a pattern for a tapestry. It's called a mushroom tapestry. That's what I picked for the name. But the other thing with this is freaking alpha patterns on bracelet books. I know I've talked about this before, but I need to put it in every video because I need everybody to know. If you like tapestry crochet or pixel art or anything like that, you can turn it into stuff with crochet. People turn it into blankets, bags, tapestries, anything like that. Alpha patterns. This is just a couple that I found that remind me of spring. You can take each of the squares and make like each one of them like a single crochet or a double crochet or half double crochet, whatever fits your fancy. You can also make each little square into like a granny square. Then you pick the size of a granny square. So like if you wanted a blanket of a smaller pattern, you can make it like granny squares for each of the squares, and then you get a blanket at the end, and you just, I'm not making any sense, but I just really love alpha patterns, and they open up a whole new world of opportunities that I hope you explore, because you can make them into literally anything. But anyways, that is me talking to you about 40-ish patterns that I have in my brain and now in a document for this spring and summer season. I always feel like I'm lecturing you at the end of these videos. I don't know why. It's not intended to be a lecture. I just keep talking, and at a certain point, I kind of forget what I'm talking about. So I hope this wasn't boring. It was probably really repetitive, but I hope it wasn't boring. Anyways, thank you guys so much for looking at these patterns with me. I hope you got some inspiration, some inspo, or some ideas. Let me know if you have any cute patterns that you have found. I love them. Or if there's any patterns that remind you of me. That sounds really egotistical, but like, you want to share with me? Please do. Please do. Oh my God. I love your ideas, and I would love to make them eventually. But as one of my favorite TikTokers at the moment says, peace, love, and chicken grease. I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful week. Bye.